Welcome back to Northwest Exploration. This is a bit of a different video today because, well, I'm in another Junk International, and this one has 10,184 hours. So, let me show you around this thing real quick. This right here is the hour gauge. You can't see the first number right now, but it's a 0. So 10,184 hours on what is a 10.5 66 or 1166. The reason for that is the rear half here that I'm sitting in is a 766. The serial number says so. And the front half is a 436 with the body panels, front gear, front everything from a 1466. So that's 1466. This is 766. This is going to be an interesting will it run, but I'll take you along my journey. This is it. 1466 on the front here. But it is not. If we go here to the serial tag, it's a 766. A late 1972 766, which explains this different style cab. It is an IH cab, but slightly different than what you're used to. And I believe that was the 766 cab, especially the early one. Yeah, that's a DT 436. 1466, front end and everything, 16s, 8 lugs. So, it's the real deal. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and check a set of 3EH interstate batteries, which are 6-volt. I just pulled a chunk out of the corner of that battery box. Yeah, that isn't gonna do. Nice. So basically for the 6-volt, how this works is you get your ground off that side and then the power feed off the 6-volt. The positive off that 6-volt comes into the negative on this one, and then the positive on this one goes out to the starter. So you're basically making one 12-volt battery out of 2 6s. All that gains you is more capacity, more voltage, but no more amperage. Let's give it a shot. Here's what it does. Went ahead and pulled the side panel off just so we have easier access to everything here. Radiator's looking good in there. Looks like it's got a factory part number of some kind. Oh, it's been redone. Look at that. Olivia Washington radiator shop. Cool. We're gonna see right now. It's a pretty simple little system. Okay. Cool. Might just break that welded tab off. Looks like it's stuck on there pretty good. This nice. Nice and dirty. If you're wondering how nasty dirty this thing is, I dropped it on the ground right there. It turned all the rocks brown and then continued to turn more rocks brown as it rolled down the hill there. But this thing is full of sticks. That probably wasn't helping much. We have just the inside filter filtering out the air, but we have that big hole that we can pull air in from instead of just this section in the grill where it's probably plugged up with sticks pretty good. So there you go. That's a victory. She runs. Next challenge I want to tackle. Does it move? And does the T8 work? and it moves, and the TA works. That's the most unbelievable part of the whole tractor. Definitely got a down cylinder or two. Does not sound happy. I'm gonna try third gear now. See what it does. Okay, we are in third. It's got a foot throttle. Oh yeah, we got third. Third low on the TA. Oh yeah. Now we're making some speed. It's got 18.434s on the rear because it's still a 766 back here. So it's kind of a slow tractor. Third gear in the Big 10 or something like that would be a lot faster, but not bad. What a machine. What a runner. What a machine. For a tractor with 10,000 hours, at least this portion having 10,000 hours, and the TA still works, it's pretty impressive, honestly. Not gonna lie, pretty impressive. All right, quick little cold start for y'all. Might need it in a minute. Alright folks, that's going to do it for this video. This parts tractor turned out pretty good. I mean, we got it running, kind of, albeit it didn't run quite right. We got it moving under its own power, and even the TA works. So for a parts tractor, big win. Functional TA, functional MCV pump. Who knows what else is functional on the rig? I know the PTO's seized up and stuff like that, so unfortunately it would take quite a bit of work to actually make it a farm tractor, but we don't really have the spare time and stuff to be turning this thing into a farm tractor, unfortunately. So we really only bought it for parts for the painted up 10, a different 1066 that's on the farm as well, and should be pretty pumped because we're going to be using parts from this thing for an incredibly special project coming up on the channel, which you guys should be getting pretty excited for. Haven't shown anything from it yet. It's in this same shop that we're in right now, off to that side, but it's got a rare drive system underneath it. That's kind of the best hint I can give you. I can't really describe it without giving it away, but it's rare. It's one of these body style, but it's got the newer cab. So hope you guys stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one.